Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Chill Sunday stream. I hope everybody's doing well. I see some people have already made their way in. Glad to see it. You up here. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Alright, I see Merchants is here. Welcome, welcome. Ill, welcome, welcome. And Jalix as well. Glad to see you all here and hope you're having a chill, lovely Sunday and hope that we have a good time in this stream. So, getting the logistical stuff out of the way, I want to remind people to please switch over to live chat because YouTube likes to make it so that top chat only displays certain comments, and if you want to have a conversation with everybody, live chat is the way to go. Furthermore, I highly encourage everybody to be chatting with everyone else and not just with me during these streams. But yeah, Jalix says, time went by pretty fast today. I didn't even notice it was stream time. Well, you know, sometimes days be like that. I feel like today's been very weird in terms of time, but, you know, we're here. And I'm sure we'll have a good time playing some more Bug Fables. We've got Chapter 4 on the table of the game. Probably do some side quests, maybe search for some of the discoveries that we haven't been really following up on since, like, the first part, and we'll be, of course, talking about politics. And today I want to talk a little bit about workplace manipulation and just how we are manipulated by our work environments and our bosses, especially under our current existence in this economic reality that we live in. Imagination Scene says, hello from England. The next 48 hours of temperature is going to be interesting. We'll be hitting 40 C. Yeah, I heard about that. Anybody over there, definitely try to stay hydrated and stay cool in any ways possible, and look out for anybody who may not be able to get access to being in a cool space. Unfortunately, the reality is that as our global temperatures rise, we're going to see more and more of this. It's getting really, really rough out there, and there's been wildfires across the Mediterranean. Spain's been worse. Spain has been a lot worse, and there's been a lot going on in terms of people passing out and getting sick in Spain. But I imagine that the difference between 40 and like 42, 43C and upwards into 45C territory isn't making that much of a difference in terms of how much harm it's causing. There are parts of the United States right now, especially in the Southwest, where we're seeing temperatures in the range of like 47 to 48C. Imagination says, with no AC, it's going to be horrible, and the housing here is built to keep the heat in. Yeah, that's the other problem. You know, a lot of the areas where cold has been a bigger issue historically than heat, especially with dangerous winters, like parts of England, you're going to see places where you have heat trapped in at 40 degrees C. And with AC not being as normalized in Europe as it is in the United States, I imagine that's going to be quite devastating for a lot of people. It's going to involve a lot of ice, a lot of cooling, a lot of making sure you have enough electrolytes, and just genuinely people need to try to keep safe, and we should be banding together, but individualism and the way that modern society in the West runs, it's not going to really do much. Ill said, and the energy crisis isn't going to make things easier for Europe. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, we're hitting heavy with the politics today. But yeah, getting a little bit more logistical stuff out of the way before we enter into the game itself. I'll give it a few more minutes for people to make their way in. If you are in a place to do so financially, and only if you're in a place to do so financially, please do consider leaving a donation. In the description down below is the link for that for my Patreon. Anything that you can offer is helpful, but again, only please do so if you are in a financial place to do so. Anything that you do donate would go to helping the stream and more content like this being made, including the political videos, and it goes towards all of that kind of stuff. In addition, definitely check out the Discord if you enjoy these Sunday streams, because the type of conversations that we have on stream while we're playing this game often happen on the Discord itself, and it would be wonderful to have you there. So, with that said, I think that, we should be more or less ready to get into the game. Let's see what else you guys are saying. The energy crisis is all everybody's talking about over here, says Jalix. It's pretty damn bad. Il says, and inflation. I'm going to be talking about inflation a little bit more in depth, probably this week, but inflation isn't all that it's being made out to be. And that's not to say that inflation isn't happening, but inflation isn't the only issue that's happening in terms of the levels of prices that we're seeing. Pretty much globally, and especially in the US. There's far more to it, especially with corporate greed. Il says, oh no. Imagination Scene says, didn't Spain hit around 44C? I'm not sure, but I shared a video saying about 300 people died in Spain. Yeah, it's pretty bad over there. Alright, so in this game now, while we're talking about this... welcome, Christy. How are you doing today? Trying to figure out what I have to do in terms of chapter 4 here. Because I don't remember where we're going. Did we have to get to the Metal City? Was that it? I'm sure I will. Okay. The final artifact split in two halves. Before the Wasps made their move, Team Snakemouth must head back into the Lost Sands and follow Team Slacker's lead. The mayor of Defiant Root should have some information to hunt the keys on. Okay, so let's make our way over there. Glad to hear it, Christy, and hope you end up having a chill Sunday stream with us. Jalix says people can only really think of governments being responsible for inflation. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, governments are not the ones responsible in all of this, unfortunately. It'd be easy to just blame a single target, but there's a lot more going on. I mean, the governments aren't helping the situation, don't get me wrong. But I like to go to the Golden Settlement? No. Would I like to go to the Defiant Root? Yes. Let's head up to the factory, because there was a side quest we had to go back to the factory and do something there. Which one was that? Something factor. Power plant investigation. Something went wrong in the honey factory power plant located in the Golden Settlement. Okay, wrong location. Going back. Hill says, I'm not sure what's changing the President and Prime Minister of Sri Lanka is going to do unless they change their way their economy works, but their outside influences, also like the IMF. Yeah, unfortunately it follows the exact same patterns with stuff like that, where changing a specific leader isn't going to change enough to make things okay in that regard. So how do I get in? Power plant investigation. I think I know where this was. This area was blocked off previously, so hopefully we'll be able to, you know, pop right into there. But, how's everybody doing, you know, besides watching the world slowly burn, literally? Anybody doing any interesting projects or anything while we're playing here? While we're all talking? Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Okay, I got them all off. There we go. B, what is this machine? That's the energy converter. It converts all the energy. That's a very helpful description, V. It must use the power generated from the windmill to power the factory's core. Yep, that's what the power plant does. It's no wonder the many bees visit the Golden Settlement for the festival. The winds here play a big part in creating delicious honey. Guess that's why the big bee kingdom asked Elysian for control of this place. Elysian, everyone won because she didn't cling to her territory. Bees won the most because we get to make so much honey. This hole wasn't supposed to be here. Maybe it's what caused the alarm? We should prepare before we go ahead. Alright, let's see how this goes. Eggs? Is this what caused the lockdown? What's this feeling in the air? Oh, hi. A giant midge? It's overflowing with electricity. It's gonna pay for causing so much trouble. Let's start off by spying. 70 HP. Oof. We must block perfectly. Remember, midges react to their comrades' pain. This is gonna end up being brutal. Let's see. Bill says I set up my desktop, just need to change the outlet so I can use it again. I had a desktop that I haven't set up since I moved, but now it's ready. Just need to change the outlet since they are 2-prong and I need 3-prong. Awesome news. I hope you get that set up soon. Il said this sounds like a Pokemon battle song like a gym leader. It really does. Now that you mention it, yeah, for sure I can see that. Sam, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a lovely and chill Sunday. I'm glad to have you here. Let me try doing Frigid Coffin and get you an ice. I messed that up. And given that we have that one there, I am assuming that Bubble Shield Light on Cabo would probably be a good idea. Alright, let's get you out of the sky again. And we'll turn Relay to V, who can then use Secret Stash to heal. And let's just attack. This isn't going too bad, but I can see this going off the rails real quick. Jalix said, "What's your take on cast iron pans, Tara?" Oh, you asked the wrong question. I love cast iron pans. They're amazing. They're the best cookware. Why do you ask? Damn it. Oof. Yeah, now we're getting into brutal territory. Jalix said having an argument with another person. Jalix said, "I think cast irons are great, but some things Teflon are for better, like frying eggs, for example." If you're not able to fry eggs in cast iron, you're doing it wrong. I'm just telling you that perfectly honestly. Your eggs should be able to basically float at the surface of the cast iron like glass. Like, it should be a perfectly smooth surface. Like, it shouldn't stick at all. Also, Il is quite accurate at saying, do not push them in the dishwasher. In fact, do not use soap on them. You're supposed to clean them with salt and heat. Let's do that. Merchant says, but it's tough to get that kind of surface, especially if people wash it with soap. Don't wash it with soap. Do not wash cast iron with soap. Or they leave it wet to dry instead of wiping it and heating it on the burner. You are describing every pet peeve that I have about people who misuse cast iron cookware. But I will tell you this much, cast iron cookware is fantastic for the simple fact that they will last you multiple generations. There are cast iron pans that still exist from the early 1900s. Or even as early as like the 1880s and 1890s, and they still function to this day if they've been properly taken care of. They are forever. I do not like Teflon at all. Stainless steel has its benefits to me, but I would never use Teflon if I can avoid it. I'm gonna use Icefall. That was actually kind of good. I'm in trouble here. How's my items? Restores 5 HP to an ally and 5 TP. You know what? That works. So what we're gonna do... that. Okay, that backfired immensely. I'm gonna have to have you heal yourself with the honeyed leaf. And now if you were to use Ice Fall... Seriously? This is brutal. I don't think this is happening. This might be a side quest for later in the game. Do I get more abilities when I level up? No, I get more abilities from being later in the game. I can get more health, and I can get more badge points, or whatever they're called in this game. Merchant said, Jalix, if you use salt and hot water to scrub it, let it dry and put olive oil on it and rub it with a paper towel, it'll gradually get smoother. Absolutely, yeah. After the initial coating and seasoning that you have to do to it. Jalix said they're cheap, they got huge thermal mass for the price, but they can get pretty non-stick. But I've never seen when that one became more non-stick than a really good Teflon pan. Yeah, Jalix, I'm gonna be real with you. Cast iron should be virtually non-stick. You have to heat it first. Also, once you get that glossy surface, and you let it get to a certain heat, and then add some oil on top of it, and it should look almost like the oil is sliding on glass. And that's the moment you know that you've got a perfect cast iron pan. Merchant said, yeah, Teflon's one of those what in God's name were they thinking products that people will ask about in 50 years from now. I completely agree. Jalix said, with multiple hardened layers of Teflon, I still wouldn't use Teflon. You couldn't, you know, pay me enough to, well, maybe pay me enough, but to use Teflon, that's getting into health issues. Because you're gonna scratch it. It's eventually gonna wear down. I don't like the idea of Teflon. There are much better ways to get non-stick surfaces. Including in stainless steel, to be honest. You're wondering if I'll get like a blizzard attack? That'd be nice. I'm literally thinking of ways to get out of this situation, and I just don't see it happening. Could try using Ice Fall, but... I can relay over to B, I guess. Actually, I need... Oh, we're in bad shape. You know what? That would probably save me. Oh my goodness, 5 attacks? Alright, I give up. I have no idea how I'm supposed to respond to a boss getting 5 attacks in one turn. Oh, I did not mean to hit retry. Okay, can you give me an option then to restart? Or do I have to let myself die for that to happen? Alright, I might as well try one more time. Pam says, having a good morning. This week I've had 2 separate psychologists tell me they're willing to give me a read assessment of the DM log with the moderator. That's awesome. I'm glad that you're getting what you need from them. Il says the eggs in the background look like they have face huggers in them. Let's hope they don't. That would be terrifying. Ah, good. A turn to heal. First things first. B's gonna use... No, you know what? First, you're gonna use Bubble Shield. Not Bubble Shield. Bubble Shield Light on B. And you're going to use a honeyed leaf on Leaf. I don't think you can freeze the opponent while it's already frozen. But if I can keep it frozen for as long as possible and just keep using frigid coffin on it... Ice seems to be its weakness, too. I'll just wait on this turn, because... I do nothing. Strategy, do nothing. And what if I break you? Now its defense is down. I don't know if it can go below 1. We're gonna find out. Nope. Okay. Not worth it in the future. Then we're gonna use Frigid Coffin again. And it didn't freeze that time. Oh my goodness, how many attacks do you get? Barely holding on so far. But this will give me an opportunity to try... That's annoying. I think V's going down here. Yep. Brutal. Abu, do you have anything you can do to get me more? No, I don't have anything. item. An item. Wait, doesn't Kabu have... I don't know if I have I do. I can do a pebble toss. This is so close, actually. If I had more items, I could probably do it. I have no way to hit them now. Damn. That was so close. Let's just reload the last save. Let's see if we can maybe get an... Do we want to get more items, or do we want to go to chapter 4? I think I'm gonna just head over to chapter 4. I think we're low on berries anyway, so getting more items isn't exactly going to be an effective strategy at the moment. But what I know we can do is turn in one of the books we have. A bee, a beetle, and a moth, you must be explorers to enter this library. Says the wasp, we saw your request. You're searching for terrible books, correct? That's right. Well, why? Aren't they, like, bad? Yes, but there's some sort of angry comfort in witnessing their poorly composed narratives. We're not here to judge, so any leads on these books? You can't even sell those books. Made this library my den. I'll be here if you find something. Didn't we find one? Yeah, 2 of them, actually. Tragedy of the Hills. This was supposed to be a murder mystery. The real mystery is how it got published. You sure you want this? Yeah, it's going straight into my collection. Here's your reward. And here's a second one. Our Twisted Summer. These 3 characters not mentioned post page 75. This includes the main character. So it's like good, bad? It's atrocious and disgusting. Perfect for my bookshelf. Here's your reward. Awesome. That'll help us into the next chapter. Okay, does anybody else do that in video games where you're walking around and you just jump everywhere? I can't be the only person who does that. Jalek says, yeah, I do usually. I feel like it's just, like, something to do while you're walking. Let's head to the Defiant Route. This is where we were wanted to start chapter 4 finally. Library. The mayor should have information. Now, where's the mayor? Sam says I don't always do it, but I've definitely done it sometimes. Where would the mayor be in this town? Castle's an ancient road structure, rumored to be at the northeastern corner of the Lost Sands. Mind you, that rumors. Weird tablet part in the desert. It's the only clue we have, so any ideas how to get in? Well, scholars have said that you need the heaven and earth keys to enter the castle. I've got a lead on only one of them. It's said to be with the bandits. They've been causing us enough trouble as it is. Ask around town, someone could have a clue on their hideout's whereabouts. Maybe some have even heard the other key even. If Elysian wasn't lying, time is of the essence. It's time to search. Stay safe, you three. The sands are unforgiving to those unprepared. I have my team. Worry not. We'll protect each other. I have no doubt. Even so, you've got to accept this little gift from the good old mayor. I will take that. Alright. See if anybody knows anything. This bandit situation will cost us some time. At least the food here is nice. We wanted to keep traveling, but there are rumors of lots of bandits in the desert. Guess we'll try to enjoy Defiant Root a bit more. By mixing flour with different ingredients, okay. Explorers for the Ansay, if you're interested in doing usual questing, whatever, check the board over there. Sandcastle, I overheard some bandits bragging about some key to it. Poor lad in the commercial district is obsessed with them. Try asking him. Alright, we got a lead. So, where is the commercial district? I guess it's on the other side. Okay. Or this way would be the commercial district. Worth 7 berries. Defiant Root's preferred snack will leave you thirsty. Clear water worth 3 berries. Science say it's a bean. No one cares. Eating this will grant you an extra turn next turn. So is it like a coffee bean? It's a coffee bean. Agaric shroom. With all the tourists coming back from the festival, business will be good. Come from the boosting heartberry. It's still... yeah, I'm not doing that yet. I'll be here for a good while, so I'll hang on to the cloth. Right, I have to get to the Metal City to complete that. Oh, you've got information. You took my request, didn't you? We did. Beat some bandits, is that it? Yes, these blasted bandits, I will never forgive them. Please, I cannot go myself. I have my reasons, besides I'm not equipped for it. Leave it to us, we'll teach those evildoers a lesson. You have my gratitude, I need you to defeat at least 20 of them. Any of them will do. Be it the dragonflies, the crickets, the ladybugs, whichever. Just beat them up so they stop attacking the citizens of Defiant Root. You got it. Just have our reward ready when we're back. As long as they stop attacking us, you shall receive your reward. Notify me once you've beaten 20 of them. Okay. So basically just keep fighting. That one should be simple enough. This looks... Oh, interesting. Welcome to the Poison Emporium, your #1 place to get exotic toxins. If you're interested in pain, get close to this vessel and press A to call me. A poison dart. A dart coated in poison tossed at enemies to poison them. This bomb has been infused with dangerous toxins. Toss it at an enemy to poison them. This mushroom is really dangerous. Unfortunately, it's super delicious. Restore 1 TP at a price. And a danger spot. I offer charms which can change how battles go for you. Only a few berries. I have a few different charm types, which is how long their effects will last, but the more they last, the more berries they cost, of course. Oh, this is like the, thing in Paper Mario where you get random outcomes that happen every now and then. Once your turn, there's a random chance my magic will activate in battle. Depending on when it activates, different effects can happen, like granting a boost of power when attacking or increasing your toughness before an enemy attack. Even recovering your HP or TP depending on what happened. Charms only last a few times, however. Once they run out, you can just come back and reapply the benefit again. The charm types only change how long they last, but buying in bulk can net you a nice discount. Not right now. It's a very luck-based thing. And here's the bakery. Right, I still need to get you stuff to get in the shade. You look like you might be interested in this. Spicy berries, I have some 16 berries a pop. I don't know what a spicy berry does. What do you got? Magic seed, burly berry, succulent berry. These allies quench thirst for hours. Restores 2 HP to an ally for 3 turns. Why would you want that? Makes any healing item also poison the equipped ally? Alright, let's defeat some bandits. We can do ice ball. Perfect. I'm gonna put Kabu up front. Sometimes this game with hard mode on, I think, makes it so that even regular battles can be very difficult. I'm gonna turn Relay into Cabo. With him up front, I think he should do enough damage. Ow. I need to get Leaf into the back row. That should end it. That was only 7 points. That pretty much wiped my party down. Like... Oh, can I cross this with... Okay, then. Interesting. Well, that's an absolute improvement. But we did not figure out who in the commercial district to talk to. And I think instead of going to the inn here, I might as well go back to the house, even though it's a little bit further back, just to hold on to some berries. I always go into that cave, and I always think there's something I can do there when I can't. Save complete, and we can go right into the house that we bought last time. Okay, nope, I wanted to actually use the beds. There we go. Yeah, let's head back to Defiant Root. Do we know who we have to talk to? Still looking, yes. Must say Defiant Root's got its charm as well. Sand doesn't do much for us. Although it's not the most prosperous, people trade and work together, endure their thirst and bandits. It's a historic site of tightly knit community. Could this be the place you'll call home? Not yet, but I hope we'll bump into each other once more. Safe travels. I want to know what's going on up here with this door. What's back here? Nothing. Okay. Oh, you found a lore book. Nice. Pays to go looking for secrets. Let me see what the mayor said again, because if I'm understanding correctly, the mayor wanted us to talk to somebody in the commercial district, but didn't see anybody there. I guess we can just keep going forward and see what happens. Sam says, I think my browser is choking on the live stream again. Great to see you all. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out, Sam. And as usual, hope to see you around the server and see you in the future. As usual, you're always welcome, and it was good having you, and I hope you had a chill time. Oh, okay. 3 damage to you. I feel like I need to get a power boost going, because it's kind of frustrating that on certain enemies, you can only do 1 damage with some of your party members. I know you can still turn relay into Kabu, for example, but... Not too bad. That was a much easier fight. Ooh, what's this? Meditation medal. The equipped allies do nothing command restores 1 TP as well. That could be very useful, actually. Let's see. Medals and stats. How much would that cost? Two? Heap, taunt, empower. Alright, we can... We can consider that as an option. Okay. That was a fail. Okay, these enemies are still easy enough to defeat. I forgot what the deal with that scorpion enemy is. Right. I have to use ice to get it out of the ground. Am I close to leveling up? No, not even close. I'm about halfway, 68 out of 111. Ow. That hurt. Maybe I can turn relay to you to finish it off. Yep. That worked. All these enemies have defense, which is making Kabu really, like, the star of these battles. Also, I think I need to turn relay back to V. And use Secret Stash on Kabu. Keep you alive. Let's use Icefall. Come on, go where I need you. There we go. They just stole my item. So where do I need to go now? I remember there was that area in the north that had some sort of like tablet or something. That was like almost a month ago from when I last played. Here it was. The key doesn't fit. I have no idea. Does anybody have any clue as to where we're supposed to take that piece or figure out how to get in there? Because this is definitely the area we're supposed to be in. There's also this doorway right here, but that involves some sort of red key, maybe? I'm not sure. Somehow we ended up taking the long way back to the Ant Kingdom. Yeah, right? Like, This is a little bit... difficult to figure out exactly where I'm trying to get to. Unless they meant the Ant Kingdom commercial district, but that seems like a really weird thing to suggest. Am I able to get into the palace at this point? I mean, into the, like, the throne room area? Okay. You know, I just noticed that they're covering these two stained glass windows. I'm kind of wondering what's going on with that. Yes, I have a lore book for you. You have 22 discoveries. Last time you had found 7. Looks like you have enough to the next tier. Have you been at a bandit hideout yet? No, that's where I'm trying to get to. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to fill in some of these discoveries that I don't have. Because I know what they are, and I looked them up earlier. So 5 should be at the Ant Kingdom Inn. And 6 should be the statue in the Ant Kingdom in the main plaza. Here it is. The inn founders. Indeed, we owe these cozy beds to them. They'll be happy to note that every new owner took care of the inn with equal passion. Say, what do you think that is? How they could just work just as hard for something they didn't create. If you ask me, I think it's not about being the founders. They probably shared the same ideals, that's all. You two are getting all sappy. Sounds like nap time. Yep, maybe I'm a bit tired. Shall we call it a night? Alright, that's another discovery. And the statue. The first settler statue. It's nice to see that this hasn't changed. Got a nice coat of paint too. Isn't it, weird? I heard the queen let everyone here. How come she didn't make a statue of herself? Apparently the queen was heading in a different direction when this ant got lost. Rather than abandoning it, she decided to return with her people to find the ant. When they finally regrouped, they were standing in this very soil. Huh. So this whole town was built thanks to a clumsy ant? Life's works in mysterious ways. The first queen was extremely humble. Even if that ant hadn't gotten lost, I'm sure she would have wanted this statue. It resonates with the people. Meh. When I rule the world, every street will have my cute face on it. Visa totalitarian. Goodbye, Your Majesty. Alright. The wiki says the entrance is found in the southeasternmost corner of the Lost Sands and unlocked by the rusty key. I don't think I have the rusty key. So... let's see, inventory. I do not have a rusty key yet. How do I get the rusty key? Dial it one more step back. Available after chapter 5. What am I missing in terms of discoveries? So 9 and 10 I can't get yet. 17 is the next one I need. And that is... in this chapter. Can't get that right now. Can't get the rest of them now. Okay, so I think that caught me up a bit. The key can be bought for 30 berries from a suspicious cloak figure at the bottom of Defiant Root's well. The figure appears only after first talking to the mayor. How are you supposed to know to go into the well? The mayor said to check out the commercial district. But that sounds like what I'm looking for, so thank you. Just mildly frustrating. Where is the well? Now that I'm thinking about it. Here it is. Word spreads quick. You look for the ancient keys. Maybe I can help you. For 30 berries, that is. An old rusty key seems to unlock a crooked place. What's this? Key. The key? The band is lurks southeast of the desert. That's your ticket in. Well, no matter. We'd best start planning our trip there. Alright. We're back on track. Thank you, Jalix. So I'm assuming that area that, had that, like, red key looking thing, that's probably where I have to head back to. That sound is really funny. Southwest. Wait, what is up there? What is that +1? You found strong start metal. The equipped ally starts battle with an extra turn, but their exhaustion ramps up quicker. I don't know if that's worth it. Wait, where is this? Did I just open a shortcut? Neat. Because this connects the Golden Settlement to the desert. That seems like it could be rather useful. And this seems like a very dangerous fight. B tosses boomerang in place, ignoring one defense while damaging and flipping an enemy. Needle toss. Tornado toss. That thing just stole my item again. Skill Icefall. Let's do Ice Ball again. God damn it. I'm losing items that I really desperately need. Jalix, you had said that it sounds like I need something specific. What do you mean by that? That's helpful. The metal you found sounds like you need, you'd have to plan your party around it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Too far. need to get a freeze here. Double freeze. That's awesome. Okay, that means I can keep Kabu alive. Okay. Stop hitting Kabu. I need Kabu. How much? That did it. Finally. I'm still at least 1 to 2 battles away from leveling up. And the rusty key worked. Nice. That's a trap. This was super easy. Something feels off, doesn't it? Definitely too quiet in here. We got him, we got him. These are the one the wasp spawned, aren't they? Shove them in the dungeon. Take their stuff. We eat as kings tonight. We were careless. They took my beamerang. All our belongings as well. What a disgrace. I should have been more aware. I've put you both in danger. Stop being melodramatic. Let's look around. We have to figure something out. Perk up, Kabu. You can't let V beat you at pep talks. You're right. You two really are a great team. Let's search every nook and cranny. Alright, first things first. Really? No? Wouldn't it have made sense to... Let's see. This cell's really well sealed. Doesn't seem like our ice magic will help either. At least there's water to drink. You okay there? I got an idea. V, Leaf, humor me for one moment. Not much else to do, really. This is soft soil. I could dig us out of here. Dig? Can you really? Sounds pretty time-consuming. You should know beetles are fantastic diggers. If you stick with me, we'll be out in no time. Is this the only way? My fur's gonna get all dirty. We could stay here and starve, V. Alright, let's dig it up. Wonderful. Remember, if we're in a spot with soft dirt, I can dig by holding down B. And you're only telling us this now because... game reasons. Got it. This will let us go under certain objects and hide from enemies. Say, how come you never... Thank you. Thank you, Leaf. I was wondering that exact same thing. We didn't really need it, did we? All that matters is we're getting out of this cell. But we've got to go find our stuff too. Kabu can now dig. Hold down B on soft dirt to dig under objects and hide from enemies. Kabu can also now use the Understrike ability in battle. Oh, that's a full heal. Hostiles ahead. I can't really smack them without my beamerang. It'd be wise to avoid being found again. We have to sneak our way through. Lead the way, Kabu. What the? Those accursed bandits burying a poor bugla alive like that? Actually, we think she's just asleep. Should we wake her? Hello, fellow bug? Maybe we should just let her sleep. Now, wake up already, come on. Huh? Ah, don't eat me. I actually don't taste like cherries. We won't hurt you, just calm down, please. We might give you a hug, though. Oh, okay, my name's Cerise. Okay, the heck were you doing underground? I came to this weird land looking for my boyfriend Tangy. But I got really sleepy, so I dug a hole to take a nap. And monsters can't see you if you can't see them, you know? That's not how it works, but alright. Weird, I thought you were a prisoner too. What's a prisoner? Oh no, she's not too smart. I also found this weirdly shiny berry while digging. Doesn't taste very good though. You can have it. If you want. Uncle Ironseed. Okay, we got one of the crystal berries. That's awesome. Uncle Ironseed, because you look like an iron seed. And you look old enough to be my uncle. But you don't look strong enough to have been eating lots of iron seeds though. We should get going. Okay, love you, bye-bye. I'll go outside and look for Tangy in a little bit, so don't worry about me. We won't too much. Okay. That happened. Now that we're playing Metal Gear Solid Bug Edition. Okay, that's actually potentially difficult. Also, how do they not see me? We're full stealth mode. Man, all my berries are gone too. Oi, oi, what do you mean you haven't got no berries yet? You'll be paid when the job's completed. We snuck you in and helped you secure materials. You think we're dumb? The job's way past done. Watch your tone, thieves. You want to fight here? It ain't gonna end well for you. We best report this. Wait, we ain't finished here. The beamerang and all your other stuff. You found a lore book. And... why can't I take all these extra berries and items? That'd be really useful. What is this? Remember to put all important treasure in the boss's room. If you knuckleheads forgot, it's on the upper floor. Don't disappoint the boss. It's time for revenge. One down. And turn relay back to copy. And we gotta level up. Alright, I think at this point I actually need metal points. So I'm just gonna take that. Leaf learned cleanse. What is cleanse? Inventory. Is it inventory? How would I see moves? I guess I'll have to look at it in battle. Okay. For now, I think we're good. Stolen silk. This precious silk was stolen by bandits. We should find its rightful owner. What's this way? Go underground. Wait, for real? So you're telling me the secret hideout was in the well the entire time? Okay. I mean, it's effective game design for a shortcut out, but that feels really, sketchy. Especially because we had to pay for the 30 berries to get the key to take us to the other entrance. We definitely got scammed hard. You did just get skipped. But I don't think there was another alternative besides to just accept the scam. So... Dang. Welcome back, imagination scene. There we go. Oh yay, we got a crunchy leaf. Got some healing. Oh, I have to dig under this. What's going on with that? Can I use the ice to get up to that? Okay. I suppose not. Oh, you can hit me underground. I didn't realize that. And also, this looks like a dangerous battle. Imagination Scene says, new thing I've been doing because I don't have enough side projects is trying to understand Adam Smith. What have you been reading from Adam Smith? Have you been reading any of his books? Kill Icefall. He's gonna run away with that. And I should be able to turn relay onto Cobra here. Imagination Scene says, I read a little bit of Wealth of Nations, but its language is a bit complicated, at least for me. Right now I'm checking some secondary literature. So what is your goal in looking up Adam Smith? Like, what do you want to understand about him? I mean, he's kind of the go-to for a lot of conservatives, so I can imagine that when talking about capitalism, he'd be really useful to have knowledge on. But like, what is your specific goal on learning about him? You're trying to understand if the people citing him on the right are doing so fairly or not. I can almost assuredly guarantee you they're not, but I would definitely love to hear whatever your assessment is when you finish researching all that. Okay, yeah, I need... Yes, heal us, please. Second, let me find the scholar I was listening to on a podcast. Sure. Go up this way. Found a bond berry. This rare berry somehow strengthens bonds between bugs, permanently increasing the party's TP by 1. That seems like something I should be using right away. Does it matter who I use this on? You found an orange horn. A broken orange beetle horn. It's unusually sturdy and radiates hubris. Okay. I'm imagining that I'm finding a bunch of the stuff that was stolen from the people in town. Here we go. I wonder what is this way. Oh, we're back up to the top area. So you're the ones causing all this ruckus, Team Snake Mouth? This imposing presence, are you the leader of the bandits? Quite sharp. My name is Asthotheles. As you say, I lead this pack. You've got some nerve throwing us at a cell. If you give us the key, we may even forgive it. As if your feelings were my slightest concern. You were trapped for what your heads could offer. You are the Ant Witch's lackeys, my sworn enemies, and your capture could be a goldmine for my people. The wasps promised a handsome reward if we got rid of you, but I was blind to their slimy ways. Asthotheles, you seem reasonable. Surely this need not come to blows. You naive queen's lapbug. Between us, there can be no compromise. But you shall have an honorable fight. Do your worst. Have it your way. Boss battle time. I'm gonna have Leaf do the spying. Honor? What a joke of a request coming from one who leads thieves. Break our items if you want. You're gonna pay for imprisoning us all the same. No defense. Did not expect that. Ow. That was a weird timing. Let's see if we can freeze you. Imagination Scene says it was Paul Sager and he was on a podcast talking about his book Adam Smith Reconsidered. Interesting, I'll have to take a look at that. What is his essential argument, like, about reconsidering Adam Smith? Damn. I need to freeze you. Okay. I do nothing. I'm gonna go for another freeze. After... No, before V's turn ends. Not good. Turn relay, back to Leaf. Ow. Wow. It looked like the fight was completely going my way, and then it just completely changed directions. Let's see. From his Aeon article, furthermore, he's usually portrayed as not only the early champion of economic theory, but of superiority of markets over government planning. In other words, Smith is now known both as the founder of economics and as the ideologue for the political right. Yet despite being widely believed, both these claims are at best misleading and at worst outright false. Very interesting. I'll have to take a look at all that and figure out some stuff about that, because Smith has been one of those things that's been on my to-do list to look into for a while. I actually want to look into a copy of Paper Money that I have of his. I'm gonna have to keep Kabu up in this fight. Okay. Hopefully that didn't just cost me big time. Skills for your dolphin. That's really not good. Wait, what? I can't use items in this fight. That's ridiculous. What were you saying in that question? He mentioned Glory Lou, who's covering the history of reception use of Adam Smith in her upcoming book, Adam Smith's America, How a Scottish Philosopher Became an Icon of American Capitalism. From what little I know so far, because I'm just getting into it, is that Emma Rothschild is another scholar doing something similar. Overall, it's interesting, and I'll look at the right too. For sure, definitely. Whatever you end up finding, I hope that you'll let us know on stream. If not this week, then in future weeks. so I have no items available to me in this fight. That's wonderful. I'm just gonna have to keep going for frigid coffins and just hope. Once? I need to heal. See, you have not taken a lot of damage, so... Right, I can't use items. I wasted a turn there. I could really use a freeze here. Nice. Oh, I thought I'd be able to use the item while he was frozen. I didn't think he'd break out of that. That's ridiculous. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I get one more frigid coffin. And... I think I just pulled it off. Whew, that was not easy. I yield, I can fight no longer. That wench has got good eyes for minions. Do it then. End me. You got the fair fight you requested. That's enough. A smackdown is good enough for us. Yeah, don't be so dramatic. We just want the key. Boss. You're hurt. Boss, why didn't you call us? We could have handled these chumps. And we still can. Let's get 'em, boys. After such a tough fight, enough. We bet our honor in battle, and I lost. They're free to go. Seriously, boss, we can take 'em. It's okay, friends. The gardens bloom, do they not? And we drove the wasps out. There's no point in keeping them here any longer. So you've come around. You could have just let us go, you know. I don't get you sometimes, boss. You three. You're against the wasps, correct? Indeed, they're a threat to all of Bulgaria. Then you may not be so bad. Maybe I can trust you with this. One of the keys guarding the path to the last artifact symbolizes the earth. We don't know the Ant Kingdom even one blade of grass, but those wasps betrayed our covenant. They are lower than dirt. I hope they'll meet justice at your hands. We don't have time to offer or resources to go after them. If we do, don't think it's to do you a favor. With that key, your mercy is repaid. Now get out. If you come back, we'll throw you in that cell again. You heard the boss. Get out. Don't make us kick you out. You bandits have got some swinging moods. I don't get it. Are they good or bad? Come, V. I don't think that's an answer we'll get today. That's key. One left. We should go back to town and ask about where the other key could be. Or just look around ourselves. Alright, that's one key down. Let's get back to town. Actually, this way would be probably faster to get back to the Ant Kingdom and then take the tunnel back. Imagination Scene says, relevant to the game, you might want to check out this video. Anna Dornas, Complexity Ants, Networks, and the Emergence of Organization, talking about cooperation networks in ants and bees. That sounds like a really cool thing. Where did you find that? Is that a documentary? Like, is it on YouTube or something else? It's just a video for a university course, couple of minutes on YouTube. Cool. I'll definitely have to come back and check that out after stream. Oh, new quests. Let's grab them. I'm creating the most fantastic work, but I'm missing a rare ore. Yep, we'll take it. My horn, it's come by my house. It's Orange Town. In the Orange Town place, I tell you more. I did get that horn, so we can return that. We did get that rare silk, so we can take that. And I don't know what we're doing there. She was mentioned in an article on Adam Smith, surprisingly enough. I think it was in the New York Times. Interesting. I'm gonna get us back into here, and then I'm gonna take a break for a few minutes. where's the person who's missing that silk? I might as well return that first. Ooh. Somewhere in this area. If only I had more to give you, here's what I brought. Freeze resistance metal. Decrease an ally's chance of being frozen. No, I don't have your thing. You're the one who was missing the silk. We're here to help. Hey. I have ample reason to believe the bandits have stolen my silk, not any silk, but one that costs both time and many berries to manufacture. Leave it to us, we'll be able to craft soon. Please return it before they ruin it. And here is your stolen silk. Ah, my baby, my handmade extremely high quality silk. It did feel incredible carrying it back here. Miss Kali, do you truly create such an exquisite texture? That's right, silks are the wondrous items of fashion and leisure it can be woven into and are my absolute passion. They've got to be worth a fortune, no wonder it got stolen. A fortune, huh? You cannot put a price on a masterpiece. Though I'll have you know, my prices are very economical, darlings. This place is so cool though, I've never seen this big wheel before. Wait, do be very careful near that vase, my dear. It's a gift from a client very close to me. Incredible, your work touches the hearts of the wearer that strongly? Shame we're not too much into fashion. I'm itching to get back to work, so please let me reward you for all you've done for this shop. Hey, we got a lore book. V, watch out. Oh god. The vase. Sorry, the smoke makes me really dizzy. That vase was one of a kind designed from... It's shattered, ruined, obliterated. Oh, this is the worst day of my life. I'm sorry. Sorry's not enough. It's time to show the consequences of touching things that do not belong to you. What's this smoke? V, leave. Come hither, my dear beetle. Huh? What's going on, my body? A surprise. You could resist my charms, oh blue one. I digress. Come, my knight. Let's give these two a proper thrashing. Kabu, what do you think you're doing? You're gonna betray us over this? I can't control my body. A puppet on silken strings. Now let's begin, shall we? Oh, this is ridiculous. You're in big trouble, Kabu. I'm sure. Why doesn't he have 20? Why doesn't Kabu have 25 HP when I'm the one fighting as Kabu? That'd be really convenient. Let's use Ice Ball and see if I can freeze. Oh my goodness. This is not going very well. I barely held on to that. I yield. This was unnecessary. We could have replaced the vase. Extremely unnecessary. Please don't control my body. I'm sorry. That smoke made me dizzy. I couldn't help it. Alright. I apologize as well, my dears. It was quite uncouth of me to lose my temper. Let's put this behind us, Water in the oasis, as it were. I'll see if Botamu can fix the vase. Fine with us. We're too lazy to press charges. I'll stay super far from the fixed one, promise. Despite the downward turn, we hope you make great things with that silk, Collie. Oh, I assure you, I can and will, my dear knight. Please remove yourselves from my shop if you'd be so kind. I was not expecting that to turn into a fight. But, that said, I am going to take a quick break. And, I will be back in a short while. Until then, leave you with this chill desert music. Okay, and we're back. How's everybody doing, huh? No takeovers of the stream during break? Let's see what I missed. Break time. Break screen. Yeah, the break screen is new. Feels very official. This would make great music to hold phones to. It really would. Welcome, Perry. Hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday. Jalix says, nah, I'm too tired. Too tired for what? So where were we? We have to find the other key to organize a takeover. Fair enough. Are you too tired to help me find this other key that we're supposed to be looking for? Because I definitely feel like I need help finding it. I have no idea where to even begin looking. I appreciate that. In the meantime, we can start talking about today's topic for a little bit. That's cool with you all. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time today talking about workplaces and manipulation. Specifically, I was thinking about the ways in which bosses, the way that companies tend to manipulate and use deceptive tactics in order to convince people not to advocate for themselves in the workplace. And beyond the obvious, which is that workers never get paid what they actually should be paid if they were actually, you know, in a worker co-op situation or actually controlled their own means of production. But beyond that, just this idea that bosses can, using their position and authority in an authoritarian top-down hierarchical structure, can use all these different manipulative tactics to control the different ways that we operate ourselves in our workplaces. So like, for example, the boss can lie about your legal rights, and they can do things like claim that they can withdraw work or pay from your salary if you don't conform to a certain standard, or if you don't listen or obey certain things. So I'm thinking about these things, and I kind of wanted to hear some examples that maybe you all had of either personal experiences or things you've read about that go into this topic of being manipulated by management, bosses, the workplace, corporate, everything. You know, one of the other things that I was also considering is, you know, when bosses try to fire people for unionizing, and they'll usually do it in a very sneaky way, right? They won't actually say they're firing you for unionizing. They'll come up with an excuse of something else, a performance review that just happened to go wrong or anything like that. And it's by doing these things that they're able to control people and continue to dictate the lived realities of people. Jaguar said, oh, welcome Jaguar, I didn't know you were here. Literally just posted an article in the server about this topic. Amazon's encouraging people not to unionize through misleading signs. Yeah, I did actually read that, and that's kind of what prompted some of this discussion. Because they were flat out telling people that not to sign union cards. It's completely scare tactics, like Ale just mentioned, to prevent people from realizing their power in the workplace. Jalix says, I recently watched a show on Netflix called Agretsuko. Workplace culture is a pretty big topic in that. Apparently in Japan it's really hard to involuntarily fire people. Really? Jaguar said I mentioned on the server that I was AFK on the stream because I was doing things. Official hello, everyone. Well, welcome. I didn't actually see on the server, so I'm glad to know you're here, and I hope all is well. So Jalix, we had to go back to the Lost Sands. Like, where in the Lost Sands do we have to head to? Jaguar said a lot of places will do something similar so they don't have to pay unemployment. You know, that's another really good example. When it comes to unemployment, you do find instances very often where people will be told by the company, or when people file for unemployment, they'll be told as a response that they don't deserve or aren't eligible for unemployment because they either did something wrong or were fired for a, quote, legitimate reason. Just some ruins somewhere. They're called the Roach Ruins? I don't know where that is. Unless that's the main spot. But don't we need 2 keys to go to the to the Roach Ruins? One of the keys guarding the path to the last artifact symbolizes the earth. I can check if it works. You know, another thing that is often done that goes really underreported is the mislabeling of workers as independent contractors instead of employees. You know, by doing that, they're able to get out of paying the tax portion of people's, the tax portion of people's paychecks, as well as being able to fire people pretty much at will. Or places will count on a high turnaround rate so they don't have to pay higher salaries. Exactly. The item does nothing. There's a big statue at the ruins. I have no idea where that is. I thought it was going to be that spot. You know, another thing that often happens when it comes to workplace manipulation is that workers are punished for sharing how much they're earned, and they're threatened that if they do share their wages, how much they earn, they'll get in trouble with management, which is actually illegal in the United States, but it still is a threat that's made all the time. Jaguar says, oh yeah, everyone is an independent contractor. The taxes are in the responsibility of the people, and they get taxed twice. Exactly, because you're treated as your own employee, and when you're self-employed, you have to pay both the employee and employer portion of the tax. So by doing it in such a way that you're the one, you know, as the company, pushing the taxes onto the person, you get to save all of that money. The Social Security, all of the other benefits. You don't have to pay it out of pocket. And that also means you likely don't have to provide insurance or any sort of other care. Il said there was a scandal on Uber, did with Macron, but doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. Well, Uber has funneled so much money into enforcing their workers as independent contractors. Like, they spent millions of dollars to ensure that their workers would be seen not as employees. Which just goes to tell you how lucrative it is to prevent that kind of thing from happening. And when you live in a place where you can buy laws and buy the, production of certain outcomes through those laws, and team up with other like-minded companies in order to get the outcome that you need, that's what happens. And all the things that I brought up just now doesn't even count the day-to-day manipulations, the let me give you pizza and make you feel like you're, quote, part of the family, or, make you feel like you belong in this space by giving you these, like, little fringe benefits that don't really amount to much, when you should probably be being paid more. And the manipulative language that comes into it of, oh, you're part of the team, you're part of the family, you're one of us. How could you turn your back on the people who care about you? And they have so much power, and it comes across as just this very manipulative thing. And it's the kind of manipulative thing that also ends up affecting when, say, you have to miss a shift, and you're forced to, when you're forced by certain companies to have to pick or find a replacement for your shift, which is realistically the job of management, but then you're being demanded to make that shift and change yourself. And it ends up leaving you in a position where if you don't do that, you're told things like, oh, well, you're making things so much harder for your coworkers, you're hurting the team. And it's these kind of manipulative phrasings that are used. And unfortunately, sometimes some of your coworkers buy into it and end up blaming you, and it splits workers against each other when there's no reason for them not to be united in that front. Jaguar said, it's frustrating because these companies have power, money, resources, lawyers, accountants, etc. to be informed and manipulate the system, but what do regular people have? And Jaguar said these ads and rhetoric of family is feeding into the loneliness and isolation that people are experiencing. I 100% agree with you there. And the other thing is a lot of people don't know their rights, and it's not like this is taught in schools. It's unfortunately left out of the education system, which of course is not teachers' fault, but the system itself and what is often prioritized. Economic literacy and knowing your rights and how to unionize, that's not exactly something that's taught and widely available. Whoa, why were the buttons keyboard buttons? That was weird. Jalix, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you have a lovely time. Have a good one. And I think it's just worth constantly talking about the fact that these things are manipulative and that they are, in fact, a problem. And to tell people consistently. And, it needs to become a normal part of conversation, I think, to begin to talk on these issues and to discuss just how manipulative these tactics are. Because I think in a lot of ways they get normalized. And normalizing this kind of abusive behavior is not acceptable. Jaguar said the person with the flu was threatened by the boss that if they don't show up on the next day, they'd be fired. Oh, that's been happening to nurses a lot with COVID, right? Like, you've gotten a lot of situations where a nurse will be sick and they are told, if you don't show up for your shift, don't show up ever again. It says they have the upper hand and they use that to threaten workers. Well, that's the definition of an authoritarian, relationship like that, like a hierarchical relationship. If you have the ability to authoritarianly run a government or a company, and you're able to dictate to people how they're supposed to behave, how they're supposed to function, then you naturally have power. And it's one of those things where, yeah, there can be a decent boss. You can get one or two bosses that are decent under the system. I'm sure if you went throughout history, you could find maybe a monarch or two who weren't terrible, right? Like, they maybe kept to their role, but the fact is that when you have that hierarchical authority and power over people's daily lives, you're going to, more times than not, get people who abuse that power, and it goes to people's heads. It's just kind of the nature of the way these systems function. It's the nature of the way that power works. Let's see. Perry says exactly, so many of their tactics get normalized as part of the competitive atmosphere of the economy. Yeah, and they play workers against each other with that phrasing of competitiveness. To say, oh, well, if you want to stay competitive, look what this other worker's doing. Look at what they're outputting. You should be outputting this if you want to keep your job. And it's just they rely on pushing people against each other in order to do that. Jaguar says, internships are also so normalized at this point, free labor to hopefully get enough experience to hopefully get hired somewhere. You're absolutely correct when you bring that up, and as we've seen more and more lately, you get these jobs that are like, you need 8 years experience for a first-time job, and it's like, how do you do that? How do you provide that much experience for something that doesn't have that much experience available? And Perry says their unpaid or underpaid internships are basically a way of breaking down people so they learn the system. Yep. You have to learn, quote, your place in these structures and systems. Even though in a non-capitalist setting, internships would totally make sense. Well, I feel like internships in a non-capitalist setting would be kind of like an apprenticeship. You'd be learning a trade or a craft, and you'd be developing skills that would be useful for creating things and developing things. It would be one part teaching, one part doing, right? Like, you'd be actually growing in some way, shape, or form, and it would be mutually beneficial. But under our current system, you mostly get people who are interns who are doing the menial tasks that nobody else wants to do. You'd have people bringing in the coffee, you'd have people going out and just cleaning up after people, and it's not to say that those tasks aren't valuable or aren't worthwhile. In fact, they're probably the most worthwhile, but that's all the more reason why they need to be paid for. Jaguar says, true, good point. That could be part of the things like learning and practicums, not exploitation. It's fascinating to me how the more you break down how this system does not work, the more it becomes obvious that a system like socialism or communism, however it would manifest, would look so different from how we experience our lives today. How something as basic as an internship no longer looks like something exploitative, but ends up looking like something to help grow oneself over time. I gotta figure out what to do next in this game while y'all are typing. Give me a minute. Because I genuinely have no idea where to go. This section has not really conveyed where to go very well, in my opinion. Let's see. Chapter 4, Bug Fables. Done that, we've done that. I just have to, okay, I don't know where in the desert that is, but it is in the desert. Jalix is right about that. Perry says in capitalism, it's all about rags to riches storylines every which way. Yeah, but who actually lives in a rags to riches situation, right? Like, that doesn't happen. Jaguar says, and if you don't make it because you have excruciating circumstances or oppressions to deal with, or the economy's messed up, then somehow that's falling on the individual. Yep, 100%. And I don't think it can be emphasized enough just how much these tactics are used in our daily experiences. Well, Trump did it. Oh yeah, just need a $1 million loan, right? Hiya, fancy meeting you here. Indeed, seems you were also curious about this mountain over here. Somewhat, what can you tell us about it? This stream is Stream Mountain. Called that because this very oasis here as the water comes from it. Could be Stream Mountain because we're showing it off on stream. We've heard a powerful monster lives in here, so we're investigating. A monster? Yeah, don't know much of it yet, but seems pretty nasty. Be careful if you explore the mountain. Lots of strong creatures live inside. But we bet it's full of treasure. Thank you either way. Treasure. Just stay safe, alright? Wouldn't want to be blamed if you went missing. How did I not even find this place before? This area feels so vast. Like I'm constantly finding new paths and new locations within this desert. Head south a little bit more. I've been here. I want that berry. So yeah, like I don't know if you all have other examples maybe that you can think of, but in all honesty, these things need to be addressed, and the only way we're going to ever solve it is to change the economic structures that we have available. It's going to mean changing away from a system of exploitation and capitalism where we have authoritarian bosses leading our lives and It's going to involve moving into the direction where we're able to control our own workplaces, and that's going to involve worker co-ops more than likely as the next logical step, where workers will control the means of production through democratic methods. Oh, okay, that's connected that way. The only way we're going to resolve said things is by taking over our own workplaces, and it can be done. This statue seems eerily familiar. A roach? Oh, it's you. That's correct. It's most likely a statue of the Roach Village founder. That's right, we saw some roach ruins in Snake Mouth too. What? Yeah, it was all around where we found the artifact. Incredible. This is information you shared, you should have shared right away. I guess that explains why this key was here. That key? Could it be for the sandcastle? Don't ask me, but roaches and artifacts often pop up together. Just what made them disappear? This is what I want to know. All the damage you see is simply a result of the passage of time. A few sandstorms here and there roughed up the place, but with the oasis so close by, I find little reason this place would be abandoned. Most curious. Uh-huh. Hey, you wouldn't mind giving us that, right? We really need it. You're asking me to hand you a priceless historical relic? Please, we'll return it. Well, sure, if it really leads to the artifact, it'll give me my research a boost. Thanks, Hawk. Do get back to me with any developments. I'll head back to Professor Honeycomb's lab to compile my findings. If you ever drop by, please share what you found with me. Will do. Safe travels, Hawk. Nice, so we have both keys. We should head to the sandcastle then. It's the northeast part of the desert. Jaguar says the shift also needs to happen in the minds of people. So many people get angry that there are people in union jobs when they aren't in one, and blame the workers, not the situation. Well, I mean, a lot of that's because of the propaganda that we're fed, right? Like, there's so much stuff we're told about, oh, you know, union workers are lazy, and union workers are this, and union workers are that people kind of internalize that, or they see the idea that maybe they could get a better circumstance or contract if they just negotiated on their own because they're told by companies so consistently, like, hey, you'll benefit from this. And that's not even counting the times that unions sometimes do fail people, and that happens from time to time because it's hard to maintain things in this economic climate and reality. You know? And so people are misled in these ways, and what happens is that people lose faith in that and they develop a negative understanding, or they see a member of their own workplace get fired for unionizing, and they're scared and traumatized by the process, so they use that fear as a negative response and end up shifting blame from where the actual blame is. Oh, see, this person tried to unionize and now people got laid off, as opposed to, oh, the boss fired people because of the fact that they tried to unionize. You know, it's a constant shifting of responsibility that often is accompanied by fear. Perry says, I'm hoping the failure of healthcare gives way to preventative care, like more community-based solutions. I can only hope, because there's been a lot of negative impacts of not just like the general healthcare crisis that's going on right now in the US, for example, but with Roe getting overturned, a lot of healthcare is shifting in a very bad direction. I think the way that we've finally gave up on COVID, in addition to Roe being overturned, is going to have more drastic impacts than we realize. Especially as we're seeing more and more people being denied care for basic things simply based on things like, quote, religious preference. Like, there's already Catholic hospitals in the US that are denying people care for things like ectopic pregnancies. And it's like, how do you deny somebody that care? Like, it's absurd that they're able to get away with that. Jaguar says, oh my god, yes, I totally agree, especially for places who have to deal with health insurance. These health insurances run healthcare like a business and are not run by medical professionals. Yeah, and between the insurance companies and between finding a lot of doctors in facilities that won't let them perform healthcare, we're finding a lot of people losing what they need in terms of medical care. Like, in certain instances, it's the doctors themselves being denied the ability to perform medical procedures. In other instances, it's the insurance companies. And I hate to say it, but the reality is that in certain moments, it's actually the doctor morally objecting, or the pharmacist morally objecting to providing a medication for some reason. And this is going to become more and more normal. Let's see. Perry says, especially having unions in settings where patriarchy and status-based thinking dominate, it's always a pressure. There's always pressure for corruption. It's material condition pressure at this point. Well, yeah. I mean, when unions do fail, I mean, the problem is some of them do run in a kind of top-down fashion. Some of the times they do not negotiate to the full extent of their power because they also benefit from certain circumstances, and in many cases governments prevent certain groups and certain groups that are tied to major infrastructure, say like train conductors, for example. They may, or bus operators may not be allowed to actually go on strike. And so the unions end up giving in a little bit sooner because they know that the law will not back them at all. I am not healed for this. I am going to die. They really aren't making getting all the artifacts simple. Better stop talking and start fighting. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna go well, but we will try. I'm gonna start with Icefall and just try to freeze. Okay, that's not terrible. V, Secret Stash, and I'll have Kabu's Spy. I'm gonna need Kabu in front. Let's turn relay back to Kabu. Damn. Okay. Jaguar says, granted, it's better to be in a union than not because of what we discussed earlier about wages, firing, etc. But there's still a lot of work left to be done. No, 100%. Like, I wouldn't say don't go into a union at all. Like, unionizing is key and important. I just think that if you're given the option, a worker co-op is the better option. I'm kind of looking at it from a left perspective. rather than being like, oh, unions don't do the job. No, if you have the choice of no union or union, you want a union. If you have the choice of a union or a worker co-op, definitely start pushing for that worker co-op. Try to figure out a way to seize the means, as it were. And even with that, recognize the faults of the union and try to push past the faults that the union has and make it better. Jaguar says it's ironic that unions were very left at one point in history. I mean, they still are. They still are very left. They're just very damaged in terms of what they're capable of doing, you know? Government really violently messed with unions. I really need to get this freeze off here. What am I supposed to do about that? That is so much damage. Well, at least I can go into the fight with full health, but like, that thing was causing so much damage. It resists freeze. Scorpion, bug, fables. Like, I have no idea how I'm supposed to win this fight. Perry said, unions and indigenous bands seem to have similar challenges in terms of organization and avoiding corruption. Yeah, I could see that. I don't feel as equipped to talk about indigenous bands without more specifics in mind, but yeah, I could see how they can have very similar issues in terms of that. Jaguar said, I get upset when people get upset about paying union dues. I know this is controversial for me to say, but unfortunately we still operate in a capitalist system and the union needs money to be able to run. The union dues are so important. They go towards running the union itself, but they also go towards strike funds. They also go towards providing funding for people to actively negotiate on people's behalf. And realistically, you will get paid more because of the work and effort of a union than the cost of the union dues. If you're getting paid $10 an hour at a job, and the union can get that up to $15 an hour, and you're paying less than the difference in terms of your union dues, you've made a good decision. Not only have you dealt with and handled some of the boss's power, but you've also gotten a wage raise from that. Jaguar said, I think Indigenous bands have issues that have been colonized and trying to navigate their own practices and having their culture distorted through colonization. There's a lot to navigate. Yeah, that's probably the reality. Merchant said, I often think the disdain towards union dues is a lot of misplaced anger by people who are underpaid and blame union dues and not their employers underpaying them. 100% true. Jaguar said, especially when the oppressive countries keep taking away their rights. Yep. That does so much damage. That didn't seem like it worked as planned. Do I have an item to heal? And then here we're gonna have to... Okay, that worked out. Except I have no items right now. Jaguar says I was about to say that. Thanks, merchants. Yeah, really good comment, merchants. And... let's see, Jaguar says the moment that someone is at unionist workplace but don't want to pay the dues so they don't join the union, but benefit from everyone else being in the union. Yeah, and that's a lot of that also comes from seeing everything as an individual, right? Instead of seeing it as a group and recognizing that we benefit from being a community. I think the strategy here might actually be... That's not good. Brutal. I do not have any idea how I'm supposed to win this fight. And that attack is the main reason. What Perry said about community-based approaches is very important. Shameless book club plug. We talk so much about this in our combos. The community knows what it needs. You're 100% correct there, Jaguar. You know, we need to have a community-based foundation for these things. And you're right, we did talk about it a lot in book club, and it's something that remains true. I mean, you're both right. High fives to team and community. 100%. Honestly, if I could get one more level up, maybe, and get a little more health, I don't even know if that would make a difference. Anybody have any ideas on this fight with the scorpion? Because I'm genuinely at a loss. There we go. Is that a level up? Nope. Almost. I'm gonna go heal again. You know, I'm really glad that on this channel, through all this, that we're able to have these important conversations about the way that businesses hurt people, the way that capitalism hurts people, the way that, you know, in general, people are harmed through these practices. And I'm glad that we're able to have these very community-based conversations in general about all the different topics that we talk about. It's vastly important that people talk to one another about these things. And that it happens more often. So I do want to thank you all for doing that and being a part of that conversation. Jaguar says, rounding back to what you were saying, fear is a huge tactic to keep people in place. And we're living in a corporate feudal system where corporations have more rights than people. Something in it right. I mean, that's the exact way that it is, right? It's feudal. It's feudal in its tactics. And honestly, we're seeing a shift right now, especially in the United States, but in a lot of places where there's desire for people to accumulate more power and to switch to more feudal modes of living, where people want to lord and have power over other groups of people. What medals do I have? Do I have any medals that can get me? If I were to put favorite one on whoever's in the back row, maybe that would be helpful. But I feel like my issue is that I'm taking too much damage. I could break its defense. I know I need better items. I probably need things from the Bee Kingdom. Because they had some really good items. Wait, what does that do? That's fine. I guess that would be helpful, but... Jaguar says, the thing is also in these systems are patriarchal in nature. When feminists talk about it, about dismantling patriarchy, this will literally benefit everyone. 100% correct. There's just so much tied to that. Was the item shop in the factory itself? It's like all these intersectional systems end up affecting each other. Restores 9 HP. We also discussed the Sitha Club. True, we did. Definitely more relief than honey. Restores 5 HP to an ally and 5 TP. The problem is I'm gonna get all 3 party members hit unless I can get Kabu to taunt. So I'm actually wondering if the best strategy is... get like 4 of these. And like 1 or 2 honey leaves. Perry said, I can't help but notice police and firefighters tend to have strong unions, but healthcare, women, majority fields, nope. That's another factor for sure. Police tend to have strong unions there because police, unions benefit capital. Like, if we're being completely real. I'm not sure about firefighter unions, but I imagine that it's probably, beneficial because it protects capital in certain ways as well. But also not in a vile way, quite the way that police often does. Unions for fascist capitalism. Yeah, the only time that their unions are allowed is when it comes to them. No, yeah. Definitely correct, and I'm glad he's pointing that out. Let's do Understrike. I still don't feel like I'm doing that move correctly. I'm just trying to get a level up before we face off with that scorpion one last time. I only got 5 XP for that. Go heal up. I'm just gonna have to keep going back and forth. I want that extra little bit of HP. Or maybe I'll just go challenge the scorpion now that I have the items and just see what happens. There we go. Yeah, take me back to Defiant Root. I think my best strategy literally is to have Kabu attack twice and then taunt. And in turns where I need to heal, have him only attack once. It might take a while, but at the very least it'll, it should work. Which is ultimately what matters. Okay, that's the wasp pain, and that's the wrong way. Past all these enemies. I'm not using those danger spuds, so might as well get rid of them. Alright. If we're gonna do that, is there a way to boost Kabu's damage? No, I really don't have a good way to do that because it's gonna take a turn anyway. Deep Taunt's not gonna help. Actually. And then we can make it so Kabu can't be poisoned, right? No, we can just increase. Deep Taunt might be effective. Let's try it. So for the first turn, we need to get rid of the tiny scorpion. Perfect. And then I actually want Babu. Now I want B to break that and kill you. Now there's literally nothing stopping me from using anyone in the party. Alright, skill. Let's do taunt. Okay, taunt doesn't stop that. Mistakes were made. Let's item. And I need did you just buy? I don't think Taunt Plus is working out quite as I planned. As a matter of fact, I think it's absolutely backfiring. Yeah, I'm gonna let the party go down. If I'm using Cabo as my main attacker, Taunt Plus really doesn't make much sense. Spiky Bod makes sense. Everything else I think makes sense. In case Cabo gets put asleep. We'll go with that. how I'm supposed to get through this fight. So the taunt strategy that I was trying to use doesn't work. I wish there was a way to just get the damage to focus on Habu. I'm gonna quickly see if I can find any strategies with the Dune Scorpion, because this is brutal. Does anybody have any ideas of what I could do or could be doing differently? I'm just quickly looking stuff up to figure out how I can potentially... It seems like it's just a gauntlet of just getting lucky. No, I do not need the extra KL. I just need to fight the boss. And unfortunately, this mini-boss is really tough. And I don't know if I just don't have certain badges I need, if maybe my characters are not, like, leveled in a good way right now. No. I'll try it one more time. If not, then... you know, one other option... I feel like I mostly need to keep the other party members up just to get more attack turns, but... I don't know. Let's start with... I cannot consistently freeze it. It has a 50% resistance to freezing. I can try to freeze it from time to time, but I also have a limited amount of usages. Yeah, for real, get the scorpion to chill. Oh. There we go. Item... Yeah, let's use a honey drop. Do heavy strike? Frigid coffin again. Oh, we're getting lucky this time. You know what? How much health does it have? 15? Let's use one of these honey leaves on... I don't need a honey leaf, actually. Let's turn Relay back to Cabo. And just have you attack again. This went so much smoother than... every other time because I got lucky freezes. Done. I'm taking health. Actually, health or teamwork? Both seem like good options. I barely took damage that round. My bigger issue was teamwork points, actually, weirdly enough. I'll go with some more teamwork points. Oh! What the? What is this? Leaf? Curses, what do we... I wasn't fast enough. Leaf! Leaf! There's no time. Do as I say if you value your friend's life. It's a failure. Yet another one. Disgusting. If it keeps up like this, our research... Sigh. Throw it out with the others. We should call it a day. What the... Where are we? A failure? What are we? Leaf? Leaf! Leaf, please, you have to wake up. Oi, knock it off already. He lives. I made sure to treat his wounds. Just what were those things coming out of him? It doesn't matter, only that Leaf wakes up. I can't lose someone again. Then stop shaking him, he'll come around. Leaf, goodness gracious, you had me in the most deep of panics. No kidding, he's been shouting for hours. But I was really worried too. Zasp, where are we? What happened? You let your guard down like a fool and got shanked. Zasp jumped in and broke that scorpion's face. Don't thank me, I had a debt to settle. Those things inside us, what kind of abomination are we? Leaf, it doesn't matter. It only matters that you, yet breathe. I've lost so many. I truly feared we would lose you, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the doctor said you had weird stuff in you anyways. V. Kabu. How touching. I guess my work here's done. Zasp, even with what you said, thank you. It's hard to find good friends. You'd best go get that artifact before Mothiva ends her vacation. That's right. We heard these voices, something about research. It must be connected to us. We can't stop now. What if the castle holds answers? Maybe they were facehuggers. You're, very obsessed with the facehuggers today, Il. Are you gonna be okay? It was looking super bad. It doesn't matter if Mothiva gets the artifact. We could always go rest at the inn. No, we can feel that it's important. We will go. We must go. Would you help us just a little bit longer? As if you had to ask, Team Snakemouth's gonna get that treasure. Then it's settled. Let us proceed to the sandcastle. Let's get to a save point. Well, with that said, I think next time we're gonna have to open up that sandcastle because it's about that time for us to wrap up this stream. But I do want to thank you all for coming out. It was a lovely and chill Sunday. I think we had a really good conversation talking about manipulation in the workplace. We made a lot of progress into the chapter and figured a lot of stuff out, even when some of the clues in the game weren't really pointing us in a obvious direction, at least to me. But yeah, I want to, again, thank you all, and hopefully I'll see you all next week. And if you are in a place to do so, and only if you're in a financial place to do so, please do consider donating to me on Patreon. The link is in the description down below. It helps support the channel and everything that you see here, this and my political videos. In addition, do come check out the Discord. It is a lovely place where you can have wonderful conversations with the community, many of whom are in this very chat. Do consider liking and subscribing. And with that said, my name is Anarchist Terra. Thank you so much for joining us this lovely Sunday.